Well, we are presenting actually with Audi here at Icon tomorrow. So Audi is one of our UK clients. It's quite a big brand in UK. And what we're doing with Audi, what we're announcing actually, we announced this week, is how we help Audi spend their money better. And not only media money, we're talking a lot broader here. So what you normally see is that clients do anything to grow their business and to make it more efficient. So they spend money on marketing, they spend money on salespeople, they improve their websites, they make it easier for you to send parcels to your house. All that kind of stuff is all driving sales, and that's what it's all about. So what we did for Audi was something special. So normally you can do your media, your marketing optimization, but we integrated another thing they use for you and me to buy cars, and that's the incentives part. They call it tactical spend. And that's the stuff you get after, or almost after you sign up for the car, you know, like the loan that you get and the interest rates and some other stuff. It makes it easy for you to buy the car. So these are two totally different things, different departments, different instruments they use. And the nice thing is that we integrated all of these mechanics into a one integrated approach, and Audi is very happy to be able to use that, and it also helps them to work as one team, which is actually the organizational stuff that's always a bit of a challenge. We've been working with Audi for a year and a half now, so the partnership started off with media optimization. So it starts off with, and normally it starts off with very high level, you know, market level, marketing mix. Many companies in Europe are not as far as the companies in US, so for many companies it's the first step. Once you do the marketing mix, then they also start to look at, can we optimize digital, and the other step we're taking with them is, can we optimize for additional drivers. So there's one country, of course, Audi UK. Nick Radcliffe, who's the CMO, is very excited about what we've done, and he's pushed it up a little bit into the organization, and they're very interested in what we've done in the UK. Of course, there are some things happening in other countries as well. But it's our intention to build the partnership into several countries. But it's up to Audi, of course, whether they want to do that or not. But they're pretty happy with what they've seen so far. One of the biggest challenges actually for EMEA is that EMEA is not like US, it's not one country, or it's not even one region. It's if you want to play the game in EMEA, it's at least 6 or 7 bigger countries, like Spain, France, Italy, UK, Germany. So the big countries, and then you have a lot of smaller countries as well. Every country has its own decision maker, so they all have their own best practices. So if, for example, you pitch something to, let's say Audi, then Audi France or Audi Germany is not the same decision maker as Audi UK. That's how Europe is organized. It's not only for Audi, it's actually 9 out of 10 companies have that. So getting a company to work together is it's a more holistic thing, to say it politically right. So you need to convince all the local decision makers to get things right. So even if you have a central department, and most companies do have, they have a kind of a group department choosing technologies, choosing solutions. It still needs some buy-in from the locals. The other thing, which is a challenge as well, and I was just talking over lunch with my colleagues from Neustar here, it's the amount of money that each local company can spend. I mean, if you're talking US, then you have pretty big marketing budgets, and then the amount of money you spend on MarTech is maybe 1% or 2% of your total budget. If you have a local, let's say a local French CMO, then you're pretty soon talking 5 to 10% of their budget that needs to be spent on MarTech. Because it's just for one country. So the scaling is also budget-related thing. Many European companies are just not ready to pay 10% of their marketing budget into MarTech and see the ROI coming out of it. It's more difficult. So what I see is that compared to US, Europe is a little bit, 1 or 2, maybe 3 years behind, or catching up soon, fast. So one of the trends is that marketing technology is really penetrating the market. So everybody's looking at something. Another trend is that nobody knows where to start. You know, shall I start with DMP? Shall I start with attribution, market level, or shall I go into digital attribution? So they need a lot of guidance there in Europe. That's one of the trends. The other trend that we see, of course, is we see globally, is that you need more of these tools to be competitive. So to keep your competitive edge and even improve your competitiveness, you need to jump on that train. And that's difficult for most companies. Interesting thing is that we are all spending more money in digital, and we can use more of these tools like programmatic buying and that kind of stuff. But it's still very much gut feeling driven. So the trend is it's going fast.